Mabuhay! Good day everyone! I am Venus Solana of BSTM11, and in this video, I will present to you the 3 countries in Southeast Asia, which are the Thailand, Vietnam, and Laos. But before we start, ano nga ba ang Southeast Asia? Southeast or Southeastern Asia consists of 11 nations divided into peninsular Southeast or mainland and insular Southeast islands. The region was formerly known as Indochina and Further China. These terms refer to the countries in the mainland Southeast Asia, which are the Thailand, Laos or Lao, Cambodia, Myanmar, and Vietnam, while Philippines, Indonesia, East Timor, Malaysia, Brunei, and Singapore belong to the insular Southeast Asia. And alam niyo ba na ang karamihan sa countries in Southeast Asia is hindi na kailangan ng visa para mapuntahan nyo. And to know more about each countries, I will discuss their other name, tagline, capital, flag, language, region, major career and currency, common cuisines, tourist destinations, festivals, and their culture. Thailand is a country located in the center of mainland and the heart of Southeast Asia. It is divided into 6 regions, namely Northeast, North, Central, South, East, and West region. So, syempre, as Filipinos, alam naman natin na mostly dinadayo yung Thailand sa mga gustong magpa-plastic surgeons. Pero, hindi lang naman sila kilala doon kasi alam naman natin na meron silang magandang kultura and mga masasarap na pagkain and unique culture. The other name of Thailand is Kingdom of Thailand or Siam. Its tagline is Amazing Thailand, and as you can see sa logo ng kanilang tagline, mayroon nabubuo na smiley face or smile emoji kasi yung parang yung letter A is parang nagiging it symbolizes yung mata, and then merong nakadraw na mouth which is nagiging mukhang smiley face, and they are also known as the Land of Smiles. And their capital is Bangkok, and yun yung madalas na binibisita ng mga turista from the other countries and syempre ng mga locals din sa kanila. And the flag of Thailand was designed by King Vajirabhut or Rama VI on September 13, 1917. It has 5 horizontal stripes of red, white, and blue. The central blue stripe is twice as wide as the other 4 stripes. So, ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng mga kulay sa Thailand? So, unahin na natin ang red. Yun ay nagre-represent ng nation and ng unity sa mga tao sa Thailand. While yung white naman ay nagre-represent ang religion ng Thailand. And lastly, yung blue naman, it represents yung kanilang king or yung namumuno dun sa Thailand. And of course, ang mga Thai, the language they mainly use is Thai, and fun fact is, there are Thai people or yung iba sa kanila na hindi nakakaintindi ng English language kapag hindi siya kagaya ng Thai accent. Like, dapat may sasabi ka na, hello, dapat pagbabanggitin mo sila or magbabanggit ka ng English word, like, basta nasa tono siya ng mga, tono siya kung paano sabihin ng mga Thai, or else hindi nila yung maiintindihan. And ang main religion naman nila, as you can see sa picture, is Theravada Buddhism. Ang kanilang major career naman is Thai Airways, and ang tawag sa pera nila ay Baht or Thai Baht.
And now let's talk about their most common cuisines. First, we have Somtam. It is a sweet, savory, spicy, salty, and sour salad made with papaya, chilies, fish sauce, and more. So, if you are a person na mahilig sa mag-explore ng iba't ibang pagkain, this food is perfect for you. And now we have mango sticky rice. It is a dessert made with steamed glutinous rice, fresh mango, and coconut sauce. So, ito yung pinaka-famous na food sa kanila. Syempre, meron yan na gumagawa dito sa Pilipinas niyan since kahit dito sa Pilipinas is hinahanap-hanap siya. And lastly, we have Pad Thai. So, popular siya sa Korea kasi inexpensive dish siya na pwedeng magawa using handful of ingredients, and it could provide Thai people with plenty of nutrients. Famous tourist destinations in Thailand. We have here Phuket, a very famous tourist destination because it offers a variety of activities and attractions for visitors. It has a lot of beautiful beaches and clear blue waters. And take note lang na kapag bibisita kayo dito, bawal kayo magsuot ng shorts or sleeveless. And dapat magtatanggal kayo ng tsinelas or any footwear nyo kapag papasok kayo sa any building na merong Buddha image. Next, we have here the Chao Phraya River. It is famous for being the lifeblood of Bangkok, serving as an important transportation route, supporting tourism and featuring iconic landmarks like the Grand Palace and Wat Arun, earning it the nickname of River of Kings. So as you can see naman, famous rin siya kasi dinadayo siya ng turista kasi gusto na lang ma-experience yung pagsakay sa cruise dyan sa river na yan. Third is we have Elephant Sanctuary. There are several elephant sanctuaries near Bangkok. These sanctuaries are dedicated to rescuing and rehabilitating elephants. And for them, para sa mga Thai, it is a national symbol of strength, wisdom, and good fortune. So, hindi lang siya basta parang rides. Pero ayun nga, marami kayong pagpipilian pagdating nyo sa Thailand kung saan nyo gusto sumakay ng elephant. And lastly is we have Chatuchak Market. It is considered one of the most famous markets in the world because it is a massive weekend market in Bangkok. So, kumbaga dito sa Pilipinas, siya yung baklaran. So, maraming turista yung namamakyaw dyan ng mga bilihin dahil nga mura kapag binili nila ng bulk, ng in bulk. So, kung gusto nyong mag-business, maraming mga tao na dito sa Pilipinas na nagbi-business na yung mga products nila is galing Thailand dahil nga mas mura kapag doon binili ng maramihan. Thailand Festivals. Now we have here Songkran Festival. So if familiar kayo, maraming turista ang dumadayo sa Thailand every sasapit yung Songkran Festival kasi kung familiar kayo sa San Juan Festival dito sa Pilipinas, basaan siya ng tubig. So, ganun din sa Thailand. Pero, minsan pa nga, may elephant. Yung elephant yung ginagamit nila pambasa sa mga tao. Pero, nire-respect naman nila yung ibang taong dumadaan dyan na ayaw nang makibasa or ayaw magbasa. Basta magsabi lang sila ganun. Pero, syempre, if makikisama kayo sa kanila, malalaman nila yun if meron kayong dalang tubig na pambasa. Next is Loy Krathong. This is a festival that translates to floating a basket. It is celebrated by floating decorated baskets or krathongs on rivers and other bodies of waters. So, every November 5 to 6, nakasanayan na ng mga tao sa kanila na gumawa or mag-decorate ng baskets and ipapalutang nila yan sa mga ilog. And ginagawa nila yun to give thanks or di kaya humingi ng kapatawaran or most likely mag-wish sila dahil yun yung paniniwala nila na matutupad yun kung gagawin nila yung pagpapalutang ng basket.
And lastly, for Thai or Thailand's culture, Thai people greet each other with a Y, a slight bow with the hands pressed together in a prayer-like fashion. So, ganito sila mag-greet ito. Sawadee ka, ganon. And secondly, in Thailand, there is no stigma associated with sleeping in public. And sleeping on the job is not always an offense. So, unlike dito sa Pilipinas, diba, na pag nahuhuli ka ng boss mo sa trabaho na natutulog ka, papagalitan ka, sasabihin nila tatamad-tamad ka. Sa Thailand, normal lang sa kanila kung makatulog ka habang nagtatrabaho o kaya makatulog ka in public. Kasi syempre, binavalue nila yung pagtulog and wala naman silang nakikitang mali doon. And lastly, the phrase, may penray or May binray, or translated as it's no problem or don't worry about it attitude can spill over into many aspects of Thai culture. So, kumbaga sa kanila, ma-apply yung parang positive lang sila lagi, ganun. Kasi, hindi sila, hindi naman sa walang pake, pero parang okay lang sa kanila kung ano man yung mangyari or ano man yung magawa mo. Hindi nila yung dadamdamin kasi nga, ayun nga, uso sa kanila yung ganong attitude na hindi na nila binibig deal kung ano man yung bagay na nangyari. And that's all for Thailand. Now we will move on to the next country.